Do you want to know how I get from this to something like this quickly using something I call track stacking? Let's do it. Okay, so typically when I start a song, I make a huge loop, something that sounds kind of like this. Now, when you have, obviously that's a lot of loops into one big loop, right? But if you break it down, it's this layer. This layer here. This other synth. We got some guitar work. I have another guitar that's the same thing doubled so I can get a nice stereo image. Now this is a plugin I recommend checking out if you're into making music like this, but this is Odin 3. Looks like this. It is a 7-string guitar, but you know, digital instrument, virtual instrument, whatever, VST. I do have an 8-string, but I do enjoy using that plugin as well. This loop just sounds like this. And then after that, we have this synth bass. And it's not a live kit, but it's a contact library that's designed after an actual drum kit. Sounds like this. So those are our loops that we're working with in this big loop, right? And obviously it sounds big all together, but how do we make this into an actual song? So what I normally do is I will take this little loop like this, and I'll just copy everything over like this for about 3 minutes. It's a little over 3 minutes, but that'll work. Then I go back to the beginning, and I'm going to figure out what do I want to start the song with. Now with this one, I think I'm going to start with that first guitar there. So let's take out everything else. So we're going to take out this. We're going to take out this. Oh, I forgot to take out the drums. We're going to take this. So then we start like this. And actually, let's just start with this one guitar. I forgot that I did not pan these left and right. I have 2 different distortion layers. Okay, so we have that. Now let's take this out as well. We don't want that to hit until the big part. And then same with the drums. Maybe the bass stays. But let's go ahead and bring in the synth. Let's take out the bass. And so we're gonna go. And you can already kind of see how the song is starting to take shape. Like this, you know, obviously this would be like intro, build. Let's go another cycle of the loop here, but let's do one of these other textures. I don't remember, what does this one sound like? Damn it, I keep forgetting to take the drums out. Take the drums back out. Okay. So now we have this laid out. Bring in a synth. Then when it gets to this part, more synths come in. adding texture, kind of retaining interest, but still growing the song. And then I'm gonna bring this high-pitched one in, this one right here. We're gonna bring that in before the drop here. And then we have the full drop. Now, a lot of times what I like to do is I like to kind of drop everything out before the drop to make it even more anticipated. So what I'll do is this. We're going to fade the guitar, and we're going to bring that high pitch part. So let's actually take it one more back from here. And same with these. Like that. And then, and actually let's take everything out. Let's see what that sounds like. Okay, now something else that's a good thing to do sometimes is to make like a reverse cymbal or riser or something, just to give it some type of anticipation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this drum piece. Let's just take this one, and we are going to reverse that with, my camera's blocking it. We're going to reverse that like this. Let's turn up the gain so we can see the waveform. Okay, so it peaks like, or like, you know, the loudest part is right there. So we're going to build to that. We're going to fade this like this. Shift, click, stretch it, and then we're going to turn it back down. It gives it that reverse swell. Okay, so now we have the intro, and let's just say it starts in the chorus, so we want it to be big in this section. But these synths that we're kind of holding interest, let's take those out for the hit at first. Take this and this and this. Now by doing this, we can layer in textures to kind of keep people interested. So if you listen for this, that can kind of creep its way in on the second way looping back. So just a way to add texture. I'm gonna do the same thing with this high synth here. So now that we have the intro and the chorus set up, now we need to go in and drop everything back out for a verse. Now I will say that this pattern of drums is different than the main loop. So technically it's not using the drums from that main loop we started with, but I do already have drums prepared here. And they're a little slower, less energy, you'll see. Well, hold on, let me just solo them. They're just slower. So we're gonna use that, but obviously it's too big for the verse right now. So we're gonna drop these layers out. We'll keep the bass, take the heavy string out. The 7 string rather. Take this out. And then let's take out like all the synths. We'll take out all the synths. So then we're going to go into the verse like this. Oh. Actually, you know what's a little more interesting, I feel like, is why don't we go in to that. And let's carry the synths just a little longer, like this. And then needs moved over more a little bit. Like that. Okay. Take that out. Alright. Okay. I lied, I do want the drums to start where I had them, so... Drop the synths out. Yeah, let's just do the guitar. Let's take this little texture thing out. That way when the texture comes in, same thing with the hook, keeps people interested. Okay. And then we'll bring in this other high-pitched synth texture. Take the 7-string out. And then right there, we're gonna go right back into the chorus. Let's bring these drums back in. Like that. And then we're back to the chorus. So what I normally do for the chorus is I might make variations of it, but for the most part, it's gonna be exactly the same as this right here. And so I'm gonna delete all of this real quick. And that. And let's just duplicate the verse section as well. Hold on, let me undo that. Let's make the chorus one loop shorter. Like that. Drag this over like this. Boom. All right. So now we have intro, chorus, verse section. And so we're going to duplicate that. And we're going to duplicate it one more time, but we're going to take the verse section off. So it goes intro, hook, verse, hook, verse, hook, and then this is going to be outro. You can put it in whatever order you want. That's just what we're doing for this example. But for the outro, I'm just going to simplify everything. And we're going to go... Just let all the layers play. We'll bring this in halfway through. What do we think of the 7-string in there? Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna not put the 7-string there. We're gonna let this outro build like this. And then on the end, what I want to do is this little reverse swell that we put. We're gonna have it go like this, and we're gonna have it hit the 7-string and the bass, but just for the first note, and that's how the song it's gonna hit on like a stinger. So we're gonna do this. So then it should sound like this. But we need to shorten all that. It's a little too long. And maybe what if we do a kick as well? Okay, and then, I mean, there you have it. That is how you do an arrangement. So we went from having an individual loop into a full song that looks something like that. I'm trying to make it look a little cleaner, but so there you have it. That's a full song laid out from a single loop, and that's basically how I make every song. I mean, not exactly the same arrangement or anything, but taking a huge moment of a song, making it, you know, looping all the individual layers together, and then breaking it into pieces to form a full song or an arrangement, whatever you want to call it. That's how I use my track stack method to make full songs out of a single loop that I've made. You take the loop, you break it into individual pieces, and then you stack it around to make a full arrangement out of it. Then you would add your vocals and whatever else your song needs. If you stuck around to the end, I appreciate you watching. If you want more tutorials in the future, leave a comment below. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.